Yo guys, what is up? Mr. Chelsea 101 here with another preview. I promised I'd make this one and I am. It's so late. Um, so a couple of things before we start. This is so late because I was out last night. I tried to make one before I left. To upload as soon as I got back in. The video didn't work properly. So here we are, like 2 hours before the game. But some of you might catch this, and some of you might catch it after, just if you like the sound of my voice. So I am working on getting back into the routine of doing them with plenty of time before the game, hopefully a day. The second thing, the reason the lighting is on my face and it's so bright and I'm squinting is because I'm in my brother's room because we've got people staying over and they stay in my room because I have a double bed. But so that also explains the Lego and the toy swords around me, although I do love that kind of stuff too. So here we are. Um, what can I say? This is going to be a tough game, a really tough game because let's face it, Fulham have a squad that's been underperforming this season. When you've got players like Lewis Holtby, Amora Bieta, Stecklenburg in goal, um, flipping Darren Bent. I don't know when Mitralugu is going to get a game. You know, the Olympiacos striker who is like their best player. I mean, who knows what would have happened to Man United midweek if he was playing. But yeah, so it is going to be a tough game because Felix Magath is a fantastic coach that's come in. He's a real kind of coach that can pick up the team. He's very driven and works the players really, really hard. Obviously, he won a title with Wolfsburg in 2010. He won a title. He won. I think he was the manager that got Schalke to the quarters of the Champions League when they lost to Man U. Semi, sorry, when they lost to Man U. Um, but yeah, so he's managed all these teams. He's managed Bayern Munich. I'm pretty sure he won the Bundesliga with them too. So to come to Fulham, he really is a kind of coach that is going to give him a boost. And obviously, we saw that against West Brom, who themselves have been kind of decent under Pepe Mel. At times, last couple of games before that, they weren't so decent. I didn't think, but they are going to be a threat. And for us, obviously, we drew midweek against Galatasaray, which, having reflected more, is a good result. I was just very, very frustrated after the game because I really felt we could have put that to bed and given a better account of ourselves. But Galatasaray are a solid side. And obviously, our last Premier League game was that last gasp win against Everton. So, yeah, I'm hoping that the Premier League morale can be good. Hoping to see Matic starting. So, the team I'd like to see. As per the Quayer at left back, of course, checking goal. Kao and Terry. Luiz is still out, and Ivanovic. I would like to see Matic and Ramirez starting in the CDM partnership because I just feel that Ramirez has a bit more stamina to get over the game against Galatasaray than Lampard, perhaps. And also, let's face it, Mikel. The thing with Mikel, I'll probably make a separate video on this as well. I keep saying this, but I probably will. The thing with Mikel is like I've always supported Mikel and rated Mikel, but I do feel that now we've got Matic and Lampard plays in that role and Luiz can play in that role, we really don't need him. So I wouldn't like to see Mikel start, maybe come on later if we are really comfortable. And we've got Van Hinkel coming back in a couple of months as well, who I think is a fantastic prospect. And I would really like to see him get in the team a bit more next season, or go out on loan, but with an intention of him coming back. And then I would like to see Oscar because I think that as Chelsea tweeted this morning, Mourinho saying that he didn't have a problem in the last couple of minutes of Galatasaray. He did look sharp for the couple of minutes that he was on. So, just see what happens and we can always rest him the game after that. So I would start Oscar. I'll take him off. Um, I think we'll play Willian and Hazard again. I don't see why not. And because we played Torres in midweek, maybe we'll play Eto'o. Although Torres did score, so maybe Mourinho will go with Torres. Also, there's that stuff, the palaver with Mourinho accusing our strikers of not being good enough, supposedly in a French recording, a recording that French media took. So whether that actually offended Eto'o, I don't know. I heard that there was an article on BBC about him saying that he knew that he was just joking around about it as well. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, Torres is our most prolific this season, but Eto'o has seemed to kind of have a bit more. Well, he scored more goals in the Premier League, I think, because of that hat trick against Man U. Anyway, so obviously it's at Craven Cottage. The atmosphere there, I'm expecting it to be decent because they've got a new coach. But having said that, they are bottom of the league. That is important to remember. And Mourinho has said that I think it was yesterday in his conference that he wants Fulham to stay up, and if he would accept them beating us if we were to win the next 10 games and go on to win the title. Myself, I don't want to give any. I don't want to risk any chance of that because I can't see us winning the next 10 games, and I'm sure it was Mourinho being hypothetical and saying that he wanted to keep Fulham up because obviously there are local rivals as it were. Um, yeah, it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Chelsea just because I think they will be a bit more organised under Felix Magath. Um, but I do feel that we can, if we're on our game today with Matic kind of distributing the ball well, Hazard hopefully can get some more touches needed against Galatasaray, then I think we can do it because let's face it, we have been playing better recently. The West Brom game is our only kind of league performance that's been a bit iffy, perhaps a bit of the Everton game. Obviously, the Man City in the second half of the Galatasaray game weren't so good, but you know, I think we can push on as long as the players keep remembering that they are in the race for the title. Like no matter what Mourinho says, we are in the title race. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off so you guys have a chance to see this before the game. Sorry it's so late. 2-0 for Chelsea. Hopefully, I'll see you after the game. Peace out, guys.